right, we're back. It's Kyle with All in Survival, and today is part 2 of our family survival bags slash car safety kits. Complicated, but technically it's not. When it comes down to it, as a parent, as a father, as a husband, I want to make sure that my child and my wife have the tools necessary in their vehicles to mitigate some trouble in a variety of different situations, right? So what does that mean? In the first video, we talked about this. This is a basic, small, lightweight get-home bag for the wife. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a bag that I put together that's got stuff for the vehicle, right? Stuff that would normally be in most people's vehicle. And I think that we've kind of gotten away from this a bit. When I was younger, you could open up any trunk and see a pair of jumper cables. You could see some water, some basic tools, blankets, things that I would have considered normal. Over the last 10 years, I've noticed that that is no longer the case. You open up somebody's trunk and you probably will get almost nothing there. So we're going to try and correct this situation. And we're going to start with the basics, right? I want my wife to be able to get out of minor situations without anyone's help, right? We'll start with jumper cables. And we're going to start, in this case, with electronic jumper cables. This way, she does not need anyone else's help to get her out of that jumper cable situation. So I'll go ahead and roll in a little bit of description. The second part is tires, flat tires, right? And so we're going to put a few things in the bag that are going to help with different situations. Obviously, if you got a big gash in your sidewall, the only way you're going to get out of that situation is changing the actual tire. And does your wife or your daughters or even your sons in these days know how to do this? That's on you. Teach them. In fact, in our house, I just taught my daughter how to change a tire and change her own brakes, and it went extremely well. All right, so these products, we're going to start with a mini air compressor, okay? I'll roll in some video, but this is going to work out in most little situations. What you would always see in the vehicle in my day is a tire pressure gauge and some fix-a-flat, all right? I totally understand that most people say this is not good stuff, but I would rather her damage the tire in the long run and not have to wait on the side of the road with my child than then have to call for help and hope that somebody will arrive. All right, changing your tire in the middle of the night, making sure there's an extra flashlight available inside the bag, right? Lots of extra lights. And these safety cones. In my day, you would have flares, and you would have to be taught how to use a flare. In these days, we're using the electronic version of a flare. And I'm going to roll in. It's got 9 different flashing rates. Very cool. And let's go ahead and throw in a pair of mechanical gloves. Super important, right? Could be very hot out there. It could be very cold out there when we're changing. In today's day and age, we're going to have a few extra products. A bag filled of masks. God help us. Some Perel. Duct tape. And some extra sunblock. In this particular case, this one is my daughter's. and she's going to have a robust but not over the top first aid kit. There are everything that came with the kit when I purchased it, plus a few extra things. My daughter and my wife both have medical training and know how to use pretty much everything that's in here. So this is larger than what you would need. There's also one in a little get home bag, but this I'm guessing will be pilfered every day when we go camping or hiking or whatever. Some little things will be taken out of here. So. All right, well that pretty much covers the basics in there. The last thing is going to be water. We're going to have a gallon of tap water and a gallon of drinking water. And the gallon of tap water is for everyday use. It's for cleaning your hands. It's for washing off something. You go camping or hiking, you got dirty boots, wash them off. It's not a big deal. We have that in there so that we don't open the drinking water. We want to save that for the get home bag to fill up the bladder if we have to use it in an emergency. All right, so that takes care of the rag bag, and I'll roll in a little bit of pictures of them all filled up. Lastly, we're going to talk about the gray bag, right? The gray bag is seasonal. And the gray bag is a complete change of clothes, right? We really don't know where the wife or the daughter will be when a tragedy or an emergency hits. They could be in high heels. They could be in work attire. So we want to have, depending on the season, this is Las Vegas, it gets extremely hot. So we want to have some clothes that we can change into if it's very hot out to make it back to the house. If it's very cold out, we want to make sure, so this is wintertime now, and there's an extra jacket and a sweatshirt in here and a pair of jeans, some warm socks. And very, very important, I can feel them in here, there are some very comfortable running or hiking shoes. This bag, super cheap. The bag is already packed. It's in the back of the vehicle. Something happens, we change our clothes, we grab the get home bag, we fill the bladder with water, and we go. All right? Any questions or comments, hit me down in the description. All the products will be there. Make a comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay safe out there.